Hello there. I'm Dr. Rabbit. So nice to meet you. Yes, and you're right on time. I always appreciate punctuality. Yes. So please do have a seat. Get comfortable. Would you like anything to eat, or? I have some delicious carrot cake here if you're interested. No? Alright. So, tell me, have you ever been to a stress therapy session before? No. Well, there's absolutely nothing to worry about or to be nervous about whatsoever. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Alice referred you to me. Is that correct? Yes. If I do remember right, she spoke with me on numerous occasions about how you were such a lovely soul, but that you were in need of a bit of relaxation. Am I right? Well, then you've come to the right place, most assuredly. Now, since you haven't ever been to a stress therapy session before, I thought it might be a good idea just to walk you through the process so that there aren't any surprises. Alright, well, what we'll do is I'll just ask you some very basic questions, nothing too intrusive, and then I'll help you to achieve more of a relaxed state through a guided visualization, otherwise known as a guided meditation session. And we'll try to relieve a bit of the stress that you've been feeling and kind of balance your energies so that you can have just some relief from the anxiety or worry that you may be feeling at the present time. Does that sound good? Terrific. So, let's get started then, shall we? Let me just find your notes here. I've already started a bit of a profile for you so that we could get right down to it. Okay, let me see. That's terrific. Here you are. So now, all of these questions I'll be asking you are to just kind of gauge your current stress levels. And all of the techniques for stress relief that I'll be sharing with you have been kind of tried and tested. They're more proven methods on a personal level. I suffered from anxiety for many years, for much of my adolescent and vast majority of my adult life. And yes, as you may very well know, I'm kind of known for my running about and my bouts with anxiety. I was quite a panicked rabbit on more than one occasion, and constantly worried about being late and worried about disappointing people, in particular the Queen. But over the years I've just learned that stress has its advantages, and I've kind of welcomed meditation into my life in order to achieve a more relaxed state and an enhanced well-being. Alright. So now, how would you rate your stress on a level of 1 to 10 right now at this very moment? Alright. Oh, I understand you. I'm just jotting some things down in my notes. And if you could say in your life, what are your primary stressors right now? Maybe your top 3 kind of points of stress in your life. Okay. No, that's perfectly understandable. are there any current relaxation techniques that you're utilizing at the moment? Okay. And do you feel that the stress manifests itself in other ways? So are you getting stomach aches or headaches, more than just a psychological side effect? Are you getting any physical side effects, kind of a psychosomatic thing? All right. And are you under the care of a physician at this point in time? Terrific. That's all I needed to know then. Yeah. So, before we begin, I just need to know, are you kind of open to the process of a guided visualization? You are? Okay, good. Well, I only ask that because you really kind of need to be a willing participant in this process, so I always ask beforehand, just to make sure. So I'm going to just cover you up with this blanket to make sure that you stay nice and warm. It's a bit chilly in here. I have the air conditioning on, but with my fur, I get a little hot under the collar, so to speak. So I always need to make sure that I'm kind of, cool at all times. I have kind of built-in insulation, so it gets a bit tricky. I get it trimmed every so often, but what can you do, huh? Okay, I'll make sure that's all. Are you comfy? Great. So I'm just going to turn on some soft music here. Okay. There's a little screen here. Everything's so technology, all technology these days, so I'm not quite used to it yet. So, what we're gonna do is that music okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just have you close your eyes and just try to get as relaxed as possible. And then I will begin the visualization. Alright? Now I'm probably going to whisper just so that, for the best effect. Yeah, I find that whispering is quite a bit more relaxing at times, especially if you're dealing with high stress levels, such as yourself. So I'll be using a lower tone of voice. Now that you have your eyes closed, I'd like for you to imagine that you're in a calm garden. You can smell the flowers in the air, roses and lilacs around you. And you notice that you're sitting So how are you feeling? Oh, that's terrific. Well, you do look quite a bit more relaxed, I must admit. Are you sure you don't want anything to eat? I know people can feel a bit depleted. I have some carrot sticks over here and some dandelion juice if you'd like some. No? All right. Well, I'm just going to let you relax here for another few minutes. I'm actually going to go see another patient in the next room over, but you can feel free to take your time. And I'll just leave the music on so that you can relax a bit more. And then whenever you're ready, you can just check in with the receptionist up front, and she'll send you home with some little informative brochures and some little relaxation aids that I like to give to my clients. Things like a lavender vanilla candle and bath salts. Okay? Great. Well, it was wonderful meeting you, and you have a wonderful time here in Wonderland.